Hello, YouTube.
You want to help me out with this video?
I can try.
You can try. You know what we're doing tonight. The do's and don'ts of the channel.
Yeah.
You want to help out or you want me to handle it?
I think I'll let you handle it.
Okay. You don't want to do it then?
Right.
So that's a don't?
I don't.
Okay. That's one thing that's one thing we're going to do. Angie is not helping with this video. That's a don't, right?
Right.
I thought you were.
I'll let you do it.
Okay. Because it's technical issues, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the do's and don'ts, what we do on our YouTube channel is basically what we try to do. Basically, I know I'm filming this at night, basically, and that. Angie, I thought you were not helping. But some of the do's and don'ts we do on the channel are basically I just don't know where to begin on this video because sometimes, well, let's just begin on the patio, okay? As you know, when we do patio shots here, there's one thing that we do show you is basically not just the patio shots over here and over there and over there. And yes, if you look very closely, somebody earlier tonight got lazy with their garbage again. What did we talk about that in over video? I don't know. Probably they didn't watch it. Alright, the do's and don'ts. Okay, when we do a video out there on the patio, basically, that's what you see. What you don't see is when we film towards the building. You know, actually, if we do film outside towards the building, we zoom it with this camera. We can zoom it in just to focus on our patio, and we don't show the entire face of the building. Under one of the guidelines for personal safety for all YouTubers, they suggest not to film in front of your own house or home or apartment. Just have a, I know some of my subscribers here in town has a general idea where we live, but basically they do respect our private time when we are not out and about. So we thank all our local subscribers respecting our wishes to keep kind of our privacy and all that stuff. But you're welcome to come up and visit us if you want to. Come on. Okay. Otherwise, YouTube and the guidelines, basically it's not in the guidelines, it's just what you call a little common sense, basically when it comes to personal safety as a YouTuber, because even if you're a small YouTuber, in a way, there's a chance that the channel can explode to popularity, and there's chances that once that comes to that point, we may not even be filming on that patio no more, basically. So we don't know. Hopefully, it's like I said, as a creator, editor, producer, Angie's always been the executive producer and all that stuff, and co-star, and of course the brains in the meetings. We decided to do a video. We will decide what's action the best, of course. So basically, if you're a YouTuber, avoid filming in front of your place of residence. Anywhere else on your residence, like a backyard, according to YouTube guidelines, or actually creators guidelines. Well, it's not in the guidelines, it's just for your own safety as a YouTuber. Film the backyard. I mean, anything with backyards is okay because it's the backyard. Who cares about the backyard? People don't like the backyard. So we filmed the backyard, basically. So that's why when we did some backyards videos, that's what we did, backyards. We don't film the front of the house if we go on location. Whatever, we just film the backyards, basically. So, and that. Alright, just like that, it's daylight. Actually, on that last clip, I basically, I went to bed. I fell asleep, I passed out, and all that stuff. So, we're going to continue our do's and don'ts videos right here. This is what I'm doing right now. It's called a point of view. We can do this. If we had houses and residents, I'll explain what we don't do. What we try not to do, basically, is I'm going to show you on the next clip. When you do, let's say, a point of view, like I'm doing right now, and I'll show you what technically, what you're not supposed to do, but I'm just going to show it to you, for example, what I meant, okay? Okay, just like I said, when I do a POV, something like this, through neighborhoods and all that stuff, and, you know, unless they have Christmas lights set up, and it's at night, and they have nice Christmas lights set up, I usually walk by a day and find out what house had Christmas lights in December. At night, I come back and I film. Let's say if this house had nice Christmas lights right here, I would film it. But right now, because it's daylight, I try not to film, you know, like I just showed you right there. Because people want to know, okay, who lives here? Who lives there? Who lives here? Who lives there? Well, I'll tell you what, I don't care, and I'm pretty sure the majority of my audience don't care. So when we do a point of view like this, we avoid pointing the camera. Let me show you here real quick here. I don't know what this car is doing. Decided I'm going to make this a stop sign, and there's no stop sign in that. So let's say, let's wait and cross here. I want to use this house up here on the right as an example, okay? Let's say let's see this house on the right here? Let's say if I walk past here and I all of a sudden I aim the camera right here and I tell you, such person lives here. Who cares? I don't care. You don't care. Usually most people that watches YouTube videos, they only care where the person that holds the camera or who's in front of the camera lives. They don't even care who lives here, who lives over there, and that. So when we do a point of view walking, we try to say point of view is what it is. Otherwise, in other words, we try to keep a camera on ourselves. Chuck, you did it again. That's 2 nights in a row on videos. Your hat is crooked and that. So just like that, okay? That's some of the do's and don'ts. And if you do, don't tell where people live. They don't care, okay? We do have a not a YouTube celebrity. We do have a TV celebrity that does live here in town. You probably see him on the American Pickers. He is he's what do you call what's part of the show? I had a tip on my tongue. Appraiser. Yeah, he's an appraiser for the show, and he lives here in town. And I'll guarantee you, he does not live on this block because I don't know where he lives. So don't even come on his block to find him because he's not on this block. He's trust me, he's on the north end of the block, and I can't reach it by walking. I gotta get this. Here's a hawk right here having din-din. Got himself a first kill. He's having din-din. Problem is, I gotta walk past him when he's having din-din. So that's just an extra clip. This is what I like to do once in a while. Wild animals, if you get something like this close, and I'm zooming in, get these wild animals if you can, because you never get this close again to a hawk like this. And right now, I'm standing about 25 feet. This is regular zoom. I'm currently right now standing 25 feet from him. So I zoom in like this. Bingo, how's that? Hawk, have your din-din, but I gotta walk past you, okay? Actually what I did was I actually cut through here so I can leave him be, so he can have his din-din in peace and all that stuff. So, and that, yep, more POVs and all that stuff. And yes, I did document it about this college. This is a public building in a way. It is a college, was a college, and all that stuff. That's another thing I do try to promote, is you can film public businesses, public businesses if that's what you're doing, if you like that particular business. In other words, if you're a customer, basically, promote that business. they can use some free advertising. So let's say if I go to a ballpark, I can film the front of the building. If I go to Walmart, I'll film the front of the building. If I go to a restaurant, let's say like Pizza Ranch or Dairy Queen or McDonald's or Hardee's, or even a couple good Chinese restaurants here in town. One is Ying Ching. If I ever go to Ying Ching and I'll vlog, we're going to show you what the front of the building looks like. Public businesses is fair game. Private residents, you really got to avoid as much as possible. It's not easy, unless like me, point of view, basically, unless you're doing a Christmas light special. But don't tell people where they live and all that stuff. You notice I never mentioned on that previous clip before that hawk, I never mentioned what street I was on. Wonder why? I'm in my safety bubble. I'll explain that when I get home. Alright, I'm out here on my patio again, and yes, they did pick up that garbage out there. And reason you only see stuff, like I said, like I showed you earlier in the video, reason you only see something like this when we do the patios is when we do, it's just like we want to try to keep a safety bubble, basically. What I do for my safety bubble is we have we try to keep a mile or up to a mile and a half, but at least a good mile around where we currently live at this location, where some channels called undisclosed location. I bet you almost all my local subscribers knows exactly where I live. and a couple of some of our subscribers, they got my mailing address. Come and visit. And that. So, okay, like I said, if you're going to be a YouTuber and you think you're going to explode in popularity, always consider a safety bubble. Don't mention if you do mention any streets, just don't say, I live on this street. Come here, please visit me. It could be a mistake. Keep a safety bubble. If you do mention the streets, accidentally, let's say a slip of the tongue, mention the street that you're inside that safety bubble, just try not to repeat that same message again, unless you're doing unless you're trying to get a point across on your channel. Let's say if you have an issue on your street, I would say go ahead and mention it. Let's say we have a couple of places in town which we had sidewalks. Remember our first video? It's in our top 3 or top 4 videos. Oh yeah, I mentioned 13th Avenue North needs some sidewalks, and parts of Springdale Drive needs sidewalks here in town. Do I live on those streets? Possible, I don't know. It's for me to know and for you guys to find out. So yeah, we try to keep a safety bubble as much as possible. So I just can't because even when you see something like this, believe it or not, if you go around that corner over there, believe it or not, that's a street. There's a street name for it, but you ain't gonna know because I won't tell you. But don't use your local subscribers. Don't you mention it, because I will delete it, and there's a possibility I can block you from making comments again. So watch out on that. So yeah, like I said, if you're a YouTuber, create a safety bubble as much as possible, and try to avoid from showing the entire front of the building. Okay, even looks like I'm showing it like something like this. You won't be able to see the entire building unless you go back to one of my older videos. Alright, we'll sit down right here. I know this video is running a little long, but as if you're going to be a YouTube channel, and like I said, some of the do's and don'ts we do. I forgot something, but I'll use this as an example or something like this. Okay, when we do our lately, if you notice, when we do driving POVs, either if I'm doing the driving or we're either ride along with somebody else doing the driving, if we do a POV, we use this mount right here. Unfortunately, most of this mount does not work on most driver windshields. So what it is, it makes a good little tripod, and we put this camera that we're currently using right now. Oh, I dropped my little mount here, but let me pick it up. We put it right up against the windshield as close as possible, and all I have to do is flip the thing open and turn it on manually. But then there's a lot of YouTubers will drive and video at the same time, basically. And unfortunately, you know what it is, unsafe driving, basically. If you're one of those YouTubers that want to wants to videotape while driving or holding the camera while driving, don't. You should invest into a mount, something like this. Even if it does not work up against the windshield because of the angle of the windshield, because these mounts only work on windshields that's more almost like an 80-degree angle, but most windshields is about 50-degree angles or something like that. So this don't really work very well, but it makes a nice little tripod. It put your camera right up against the windshield, right there. Yay, right up there. Yep. And it works just as fine. I made a couple of videos like that to prove it does work like that. Okay. Just be safe doing it, okay? Don't be driving down the highway holding some kind of video camera while driving. Unsafe. In case you have to make a basic action, you're going to drop your camera, you're going to try to pick it up, and all of a sudden you're smashing into people. Okay, it's been, oh man, it's been probably close to almost 9.5, 10 hours since that last clip. We had a situation here in town. Well, after I filmed that last clip, had a police scanner on all day. Crazy stuff. I'll talk about it tomorrow. But let's just go back a few minutes ago when I was talking about not to film people's houses and all that stuff. Because of a situation, I was monitoring on a police scanner since we did that last clip. It's going to be one of those situations that I may have to film someone's house let's say if a crime was taking place, basically. If I can do it in a safe manner, basically, from a safe distance and all that stuff. Because a lot of YouTubers don't believe that we could be if we actually shoot a video, basically, and we catch something on camera and it's a suspicious activity, it's us as YouTubers to make sure if there was any wrongdoing, we gotta make sure we have the actual video handed over to our local law enforcement. So this way, if we can ID somebody doing a wrong deed. So so basically, just kind of like just kind of watch what's going on and all that stuff. It's just they always say if it looks suspicious, film it, basically. But do it in a safe manner. Don't put yourself in harm's way, because with this camera right here, I can stand at least a good almost 300 yards back away, and I can zoom in pretty close if I can just keep the camera steady. That's it, because I got a good zoom on this thing. So, and I proved it many times on this videos. I can stand quite far back and I get something really zoomed in. So I done it on the South Bridge. I can stand by the showboat, zooming in on the South Bridge. It comes in just right there, just a little blurry, a little grainy, but that's just a general idea, okay? Basically, that's it. I don't know. I was thinking about something else, but I may make another video some other time. Basically, we're just going to wrap this video up right now. I got a lot more do's and don'ts, but we're going to make another video a few days down the line. So we're just, because I'm already, well, the time I got back to on making this clip, I was well past the 16-minute mark. So we'll just go ahead. Just when you are a YouTuber, just be smart when you do it. But that's basically our do's and don'ts to our channel. Whatever your do's and don'ts may be for your channel, basically, just kind of as YouTubers, just kind of be careful not to expose a lot of stuff and all that stuff, and just be safe doing it and all that stuff. So we might have more do's and don'ts, maybe concerning with any PayPal accounts that's set up and some other stuff. Right now, I'm just going to wrap up this video because I got to monitor a serious situation that took place earlier today. we might talk about tomorrow, possibly someone being in the right place at the right time, and probably being, something like that. We'll just talk about tomorrow. I don't know if Angie's going to be involved in that video or not, but we'll never know. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe. Just like I said, I'll probably have more information on what was going on. I really didn't want to make a video, but it was escalating pretty bad, so we'll do a little bit of chat on it. Probably won't make me a video very long tomorrow night, so we'll just wrap it up right now. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and all that stuff. We'll have more on do's and don'ts to our channel on a later date, so until I kind of get regathered up. Okay, bye.